Hey everyone, it's your girl Angel Mia here on day 8 of the Small Creators YouTube journey. I've not long woken up. Yes, I'm talking to you from my bed. Today's video is going to be a bit raw. So it's been an honest and raw video. It's been an interesting 8 days. Now, when I started out this journey, I had the intention and desire and determination to jump on this and do this. I've been wanting to do YouTube for the longest time and always felt drawn to do it, always felt the desire to do it. I've been an avid YouTube fan since the very start of YouTube and watched it progress over time. I was very scared to be a part of it to start with. It was a whole new world for everybody, somewhere to expose yourself, who you really are, put yourself out there in front of millions of people. And that made me very nervous and insecure, if I'm honest. Over time, I built up the confidence to put myself out there more on social media because I have a big heart. I have good intentions. I've always wanted to connect and offer love and whatever life guidance I could from my journey. I like seeing people succeed and thrive in life, to feel happier in themselves, and to really want to. I just really want to see people happy and thrive and not be stuck in the negativity, the world, and the chaos and all that kind of stuff. And I had no real direction as to where I wanted to go on YouTube. And when I finally built up the confidence to get onto YouTube, everybody was saying, you need a niche. And I was very confused by that at first, when I first found that out, because I was like, what is a niche? And how would I find one? You know, you really have to know yourself and what you like and what you don't like. And I think I know myself a great deal, but there's still always a lot of ourselves that we don't know, right? And so coming from a background of creativity my whole life, and drawing, graphic design, music, and connecting with people and helping people in my past, it's always been difficult for me to find out really what my passion is. And I think my passion's always been about being a cheerleader for people and motivating people, sharing and connecting with all the weird and wonderful things of this world, because I've also had a very unusual past with paranormal stuff, and it's been ever since a child. So there's been lots of weird and wonderful things that have happened to me that I always wanted to connect with others to see if they too had experienced the same kind of things. And I think that there's more people out there who have than I realized, and there's also a great deal of people who do not believe any of those things exist. And there's always been that conflict of feeling like you're crazy or stupid for even wanting to talk about it, or talk about it generally with people, and you get laughed in your face. And I've learned to brush that off over time. So it's been, which way do I go with YouTube? And I've always been the type of person who doesn't like to lie to others. There's been so much of that from other people in my life. It got me to stop and reflect on myself, because I believe everybody's a mirror. And so whatever I see in them, I question whether that's within me, and if it is within me, how can I change it? So that has happened around me a great deal in my life, with confidence of doing things and progressing and moving forward. So when doing this YouTube 8 days ago, I felt very scared about how it was going to go, but I had so much excitement and confidence that I wanted to do it, all because I got inspired by one YouTuber. I came across his video in my algorithm, His name is Dante London, and I'm sure he's been mentioned a lot over YouTube this past week or so because I think he's inspired others to do the same thing. I, out of curiosity, saw his title about new creators making money from YouTube, and of course, everybody wants to be financially free. And as I've always wanted to be part of YouTube, of course, to make money from that would be an incredible thing. And so I checked out his video, and he was so excited, full of energy, and that sparks something in you when you see somebody like that and they're talking about their success and all that kind of thing. So that was the trigger I needed. That was the push, the nudge in that very moment to start it, and I just got on it and I did it. I then felt compelled to share that same energy and share my truth of being 45 years old and wanting to do YouTube for the first time. And I say first time loosely. I know that I've uploaded 2 videos a year ago, but it was kind of like a different world for me then. And now this really does feel like the first time because I'm applying myself and want to move forward with it, you know? These 8 days have been interesting, and you'll notice if you look back through my videos since the first day, there's been a change in the content that I've been providing. It's still been about making it on YouTube because I feel that if you're following along the journey with me, then it's a starting point for me to make videos. But it's also helping you, which is something that's always been within me. So I figure it's exciting, right? That we're all entitled to the opportunity to do something we enjoy with YouTube, and to make money off it for all of us would be an incredible thing because we all deserve that comfort in life, that security and that safety, knowing that we have money there for whatever reason to help others to have a more comfortable and secure life. And so that was my motivation. And I thought, okay, well, let's start off by introducing myself, being 45 years old and doing YouTube for what feels like the first time. And I had such a great response with that one video. I was very overwhelmed by all the loving comments for you guys accepting me and even subscribing to me, which was a beautiful thing, that I felt so much more driven to carry on and succeed with this. And I've always been honest with everything that I've shared in each one of those videos. But I did notice that I was veering off a little. I was trying to produce content that I thought people should be seeing and what's already out there. So when it got to day 6, and you'll notice the thumbnail being the red one with the YouTube logo, I tried to make it look more professional because all the videos I was seeing was telling me, hey, your thumbnail needs to be this, and this. So the whole psychology of everything I've been learning over the 6 days has really been messing with my mind in terms of confidence and how I should be taking the videos forward versus the vulnerability and honesty and rawness of something like this. So it was the battle between the two, and as much as I have been honest and raw with everything I've shared in every video, you can see the difference in me trying to be more professional in one than rather how I am right now, being the vulnerability, the humanity in this instead of the professionalism. And yesterday I was trying to work on a video for myself and for you guys. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. And when I started editing the video, I got into a frenzy and had a bit of an emotional breakdown. I was questioning myself, am I doing the right thing? This doesn't appear like me in the video. I'm trying to be something just so I can move forward on YouTube. And I need to stop that mentality, that fear-based thinking, because it's going to stop me and hinder me in my tracks, and I'm not going to go anywhere. So whilst editing the video, I had some YouTube comments pop up on my phone and notifications, and somebody had commented on the video, the one with the YouTube logo that I've just mentioned, and they were telling about how I shouldn't be teaching people because I'm a new YouTuber. What do I know? And as much as his words were very wise in the sense of, yes, he's correct, how can you teach without the experience? But I've been truthful through every video in saying that I'm learning as I go along, and I'm sharing with you everything that I'm learning and applying it to my videos. I don't know how much of the video he watched or whether he watched my previous videos, but the challenge was there in that comment. And it really impacted me, and I got really upset. And I respectfully replied back, and I'm very grateful for the feedback, because that feedback helped me realize everything that I was conflicted with yesterday had a valid reason to be there in my mind and in my heart. So that was kind of like the universe letting me know in that moment that, yeah, everything you were thinking and conflicted with was your message to go back to this. So here I am with this video explaining about why there wasn't one posted yesterday and why it's changed up and how and why it's changed up. Now I have some honest statistics for you. So my watch time hours, if you've followed my previous videos, you'll see the progress along the way. My watch time hours are now up to 28.2, which is, in my eyes, a wonderful achievement. I try not to let that voice on my shoulder over here dictate in my ear that I'm not doing well enough or I'm going fast enough with this, or tell me I'm incapable, because it will. I've gained 17 wonderful subscribers, and I'm very grateful and blessed. Thank you for following my journey. It means a lot to me. It seems that my second video was the best performing, which is the one with the thumbnail that says "Jump on it now." I think that's mainly because of the title, not so much the thumbnail. Titles are very important as to get people's attention, because once they're in the video, it's up to them whether they stay or go. If it's useful to them, wonderful, they'll stay. If it's not useful to them and they find it a bit boring, it hasn't captured their attention, they'll leave. But I think the more important thing is whether it answers people's questions, because at the end of the day, when they click on a video, everybody wants the easy answer and the quick answer. Because in the world, at the speed that it goes right now, with everything being so much faster and on demand, we're all feeling that more urgency within ourselves to get what we need. It's difficult when you're trying to come from a place to provide something for somebody and give everything so quickly and simplistically, so that they get the answers boom, boom, boom. And, you know, when you've got the reality of YouTube and how YouTube works also to take into consideration. Doing this can be very easy for a lot of people. They don't really pay attention to all the science behind it all, the business behind it all. They just go into it, put YouTube videos up, and a lot of them do get success. And the odd few that happens for is absolutely fantastic, and I admire them. And I'm sure they've done their research along the way at some point. But also, when you've got the reality of, you've got to know how the algorithm works and what YouTube responds to and doesn't respond to, and you take all those things into consideration and how people's attention spans flip out and don't stay on anything, and you got to kind of incorporate that into your video is almost sad. There's a sadness with that. And it's because we're so used to having everything now on demand versus back in the 80s when I was growing up, and, you know, everything was a slower pace then. Technology was slower and all of that kind of thing. Yes, people still have an attention span, of course. So now in today's world, everybody needs more input. That movie Short Circuit, right? Input. I need input. And we're looking to be fulfilled in each moment, because a lot more people have anxiety, depression, restlessness, and they're looking to fulfill their needs in the moment, and they'll be flick, flick. Oh, this is good, I'll stay on it longer. Flick. And so it's very difficult to meet that demand when you're trying to be honest and raw and not dress it up too much. So as you can see, I'm finding my balance. I came across 2 YouTubers yesterday, and this made me feel disheartened also, because although I am happy and excited for their success, it made me realize that mine is slower than theirs, and made me question again, what am I doing wrong? And as I was already in a vulnerable state yesterday, and then having that comment, and then seeing these 2 YouTubers do way more successful than I was in a whole frenzy with it. But these 2 girls, they're smashing it, and that's absolutely amazing. The one girl has been doing YouTube for just 3 weeks, and her first video had thousands of views, and she used a very, very, very similar title to my second video, which is my best performing. And I was like, wow. You know, you start to question yourself, like your insecurity. She's a younger girl, very pretty, and you start to wonder if, what is it about this person in this video that's made her be more seen? What hashtags is she using? What is it about all of this that has helped propel her further forward? And at the end of the day, we shouldn't be going into this with, I need more watch time, I need more higher stats, because that can really ruin the journey. It can really ruin the reason why you're doing this in the first place. Same with anything. You can be corrupted by the data, and that can ruin what you truly feel about it all. But in order to make this work, because YouTube is such a saturated place, even though there's still room for everybody, it just means you got to know what you're doing in order to fully succeed on this. And I want to be able to do that in the best way possible without turning into somebody else or misleading people in any kind of direction that my intention for them wasn't to go. Does that make sense? I didn't want to lead anybody in the wrong direction. So here I am. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. If you've watched it to this point, can you do me a kindness and comment happy days? That would make me feel so touched and happy, and know that I'm doing something right from a heart space more than anything. And if it shows good in statistics too, fantastic. It shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about that. Crazy. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here, and I wish you the best day today. I need to fix myself. I need to start planning my day. I have a lot to do. But I'm sending my love to you, and I wish you a fantastic day or night, if you're watching it at night. Keep it bright. Lots of love. Angel Mia.